Yankees are beating Dave Roberts, number 30 in the World Series. It's going to result in a three-peat. Dave Roberts will be 1-3 in the World Series as Dodger manager. Yankees three-peat for their 30th World Series championship. It is Doc, the nickname of Dave Roberts. Doc is Jumancho 13. LA will be 1-3 in the World Series with Doc as manager after the Yankees win. 13 years later, the Yankees' next championship. Doc is Jumancho 22. It is Aaron Boone's 11th postseason win that will happen in the World Series to win the title. Or I should say his 22nd playoff win is going to win the World Series. It's going to happen against Doc, the opposing coach. In scripted fashion, it was manager David Ray Roberts that beat the Rays in his only World Series appearance. David Ray Roberts has Jumancho Los Angeles Dodgers. Dave Roberts will fall victim to the Yankees' 28th World Series championship because he had 28 stolen bases with UCLA in his junior year, and the Detroit Tigers selected Roberts in the 28th round of the 1994 draft. The World Series will end 94 days after the death of Vin Scully at the age of 28. Dave Roberts, this is revenge against the Red Sox. Dave Roberts was part of the key stolen base that resulted in the tied game of Game 4 of the ALCS. The Yankees were up 3-0. The Yankees blew a 3-0 lead in scripted fashion. Dave Roberts loses the World Series. The Yankees get their revenge against Dave Roberts. The evil empire gets the revenge. It results in the 30th World Series championship. That is number 31. The Red Sox are 3-1 down because of his stolen base. Can't script it any better. Dave Roberts, before he became manager of the LA Dodgers, was a coach with the Padres. There's Dave Roberts as a base coach. Dave Roberts was interim manager for one game with the San Diego Padres before joining the Dodgers in the year 15. The Yankees will deal the Dodgers their 15th World Series loss. Then, the following year, the Yankees are beating the Padres in 2023 after beating the guy whose journey to manager began with the Padres as a coach. It's Dave, that's Jumancho 32. The Yankees will be 3-2 in the World Series against the Dodgers since they moved to LA. Dave Roberts is Jumancho 129. 12 World Series against the Dodgers, 9 wins for the Yankees. Dave Roberts has won a total of 44 playoff games in his career. He's going to enter the World Series with 51 wins. The World Series will end in 6 games, so I think he'll finish his tenure with the Dodgers with 53 wins as manager. It is Boston Red Sox that has Jumancho at 53. It is the New York Yankees that has Jumancho at 53. Dave Roberts, the Dodgers will finish the playoffs with 9 playoff wins as the Yankees win their 9th World Series title in matchups against the Dodgers. 107 wins last year. The World Series begins on October the 7th. So a good sign for this year's postseason for the Dodgers' win record last year. I think Dave Roberts is 7-2 to make it to the World Series. 2 losses, 7 wins to win the pennant. And then it's going to be a 9-6 record to finish the postseason because of Aaron Judge, who will beat the Padres the very next season. That is what will happen to Dave Roberts in this year's World Series. It is practically a wrap right now. His time will be up as Dodger manager. The Dodgers window is about to close. 8 seasons and 1 title for the Dodgers. 1 title in 8 years as the Yankees are about to three-peat. All time in the World Series. 3-4. They lost. That was 1-4. 3-4. That's 4-8 record. Dave Roberts, DiMaggio 48. He's 8-10 in the World Series. He'll be 10-14 in the World Series. He will finish with 14 losses in the World Series as Dodgers manager when it's all said and done.